biggest one in history.
Alright, so we have ourselves a live stream going on. It is patch day for Genshin Impact, which means that it is time for a new region. And this one is the beginning of Snezhnaya, technically. It's not Krai. And we'll see what it's all about.
One in history.
Things start working. Hold on. I gotta figure stuff out real quick. Alright, Farina, yeah, you're very giggly, we get it. Give me a sec.
The biggest one in history.
Gotta set up some stuff off screen real quick.
Where's Agemo gone this time?
I need to find time to send those Saurian relics for appraisal.
The biggest
hell?
one in history.
One second. Please excuse the puppy.
Where's Agemo gone this time?
I need to find time to send those Saurian relics for appraisal.
The biggest one in history.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Where's Agemo gone this time?
I need to find time to send those Saurian relics for appraisal.
The biggest one in history. Where's Agemo gone this time?
I need to find time to send those Saurian relics for appraisal.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Where's Agemo gone this time?
I need to find time to send those Saurian relics for appraisal.
The biggest one in history. Where's Agemo gone this time?
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Alright, I'm supposed to be live streaming, but it doesn't seem like I am. One moment. Alright.
I need to find
I guess we'll figure it out.
Saurian
Okay.
relics
The
for
biggest one in history.
Alright. As you can see, I've already logged on a little bit and done some of the initial stuff. Let's, Alright, let's head to Nod Krai. We can do some of... Actually, no. Let's go set something to craft while we wait. That way I can have it ready to go when it's while I'm I can't speak. Anyway, let's set up some crafting things for the battle pass so that it will be done while I'm exploring and stuff. Okay. And then alright. This is the quest. Let's Still trying to do something. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Alright, here we go. Oh, hello, Anefa. Let's see what we got. And now I'm stuck. What's going on? There we go. Forward motion. Huzzah, huzzah.
Hey, Anefa. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That is perfectly all right. My data indicates clear skies in the coming days. Current conditions for maritime travel, optimal. I'll be ready whenever you are.
But are we really gonna set off without telling anyone again? Funny you mention it. You'll never guess who Paimon saw on the way over.
Hey! You didn't seriously think we'd let you leave without a farewell party, did you? No chance.
Yeah, come on, Traveler. We've already made all the preparations.
Well, who could have possibly seen that coming?
And most importantly, how dare you try and slip away without first paying your respects to the almighty Dragon Lord!
A little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for Krai. So, we asked Paimon to give us a heads up before the date of your departure.
You sure it's not time to think about changing that little habit of ours?
Don't worry, we won't keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already. Chaska, Ian-san, Auroron, even the pirate.
You're invited too, Anefa. Shilonen has a special gift for you.
Accompaniment request accepted. Shilonen demonstrates excellent massage technique. My impression of her is exceedingly positive.
Wait, so robots like massages too? Or is it just that Shilonen really knows how you're wired?
Alright, enough with the chit-chat. Let's head to the venue.
Woohoo! Party time!
Oh, look, a Fatui spy. They're just everywhere. Also, I'm used to Kenichi's voice now, mostly because he didn't speak. The original VA didn't speak that much before he got replaced, unfortunately. But you know, as a result, I didn't become acclimated to that voice, so I'm kind of used to the new one now. Again, slightly unfortunately. Still not used to Paimon's, though. I'm sure I'll get to it eventually, but she does a good job of imitating the original Paimon, but there's a slight difference in cadence that I'm still picking up. We'll see if I can get over that.
Spit it out then.
They've set off.
Just as my calculations projected.
Hello, Sandrone. Sorry, Sandrone. They pronounce the E.
About time I met this variable in person.
You know, every time we head to a new nation, there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it. The next chapter of our adventure has begun. This time, it was the moment she realized she just polished off the very last of her Saurus crackers. Should have stocked up better at the farewell party.
In other words, Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Krai. This deviates somewhat from the official coordinates stored in my database.
Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Anyway, what about you, Traveler? When did it really sink in for you? Huh, that actually kind of makes sense. What about you, Anefa? Come to think of it, maybe we should be asking the other way around. So, when you came over to Natlan, what was the moment you felt like you'd left Krai?
In that case, probably when my sensors could no longer detect the moon's power.
The moon? You mean that one we can all see in the sky?
Negative. I was referring to... Huh? Here we are. Paimon, traveler, we have arrived in Krai.
Oh, wow!
Okay. Oh wow, it's
Paimon,
just a bunch of
traveler,
clouds.
welcome
there we go.
to Krai.
Oh. There's Lauma and Nefer, Flins, I think?
That must be Nasha Town up ahead! That's the place you were telling us about on the way over, right?
Okay, so we just saw a bunch of the characters, and I just got back from a trip abroad, and Krai looks a lot like the Philippines in some aspects. If you've ever been there, maybe you can understand what I'm talking about, but it kind of looks a lot like the Philippines for some reason, to me, anyway.
That is correct, Paimon. It is also the most bustling commercial hub in all of Krai.
Dun dun dun!
Sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties! Huh? Is something up, traveler?
Paimon, this is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in Teyvat.
Huh? Are you sure? But how come you've never mentioned that before? Seems pretty important to Paimon.
Oh, well, because those memories are really hazy. All I remember is Lumine waking me up and us leaving the ship. But just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something. The kind of power I sensed in those moments.
Are you referring to Kuvaki?
What now?
The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. It is a unique elemental force found only in Krai, or rather, a pure, primordial form of elemental energy. That is correct. Another similar concept I have found in my database is the primordial sea. Legend has it that long, long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Krai. Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have since supported this claim.
So, when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's power earlier, you were referring to Kuvaki?
Guess that means we're getting another special kind of mechanic. That's cool.
Wait, traveler, you're saying we might actually find your spaceship here? Do you still remember where it landed?
Krai is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline. Negative. Description still lacks sufficient detail to pinpoint target location.
Hey, it's okay if you can't remember everything right away. After all, it's been a really long time. Let's just do what we've always done, and keep searching as we explore. Besides, what have you got to fear with your sidekick Paimon still here?
I'd be more than happy to help you out as well.
Ignore that. Okay.
Our pleasure. Anyway, just knowing that your spaceship's here in Krai surely counts as a big step forward, huh?
Like we've crossed another boundary?
Paimon couldn't have put it better herself. You sure are a quick learner, Inefa.
This is what happens when you're not fully prepared for stuff. It gets weird while you're trying to do a live stream. Alright. Just get through all the dialogue so we can explore Krai properly.
Well, as the best guide in the whole of Tivat, Paimon hereby does solemnly declare, Krai, here we come!
It's at times like these that you've got to
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why the comments are disallowed on the thing. I'm trying to figure it out real quick before I... Ah, there we go. Alright, I had it set up for kids for some reason. Moving quite along. Alright. Ooh. And what are you?
It's at times like these that
Have you
you've got to
heard?
stay
The
extra.
conveyor belt at the entrance to the harbor is broken down.
Gotta be quicker, or I'll start falling behind.
Okay. Amazing bots. An ingenious mechanism said to have been birthed in the Clink Clank Crumkake craft shop and now in use throughout the Southern Isles. Individually, they can help complete tasks, but if someone were to connect a few together, well, perhaps they'd be capable of bigger and better things. In certain circumstances, a sufficient number of modems must be gathered before they can successfully be connected. Okay. This thing that I absorbed. In Krai, you will find Kuvaki influenced bipolar objects. When characters get near to certain special objects or plants, they will enter empowerment state of different forms. Huh. Okay. When in an empowered state, characters can attract bipolar objects and pull them to themselves. Some bipolar objects can be carried, while others will be placed in your inventory. Okay. Same colors repel, opposite colors attract. So magnetism. This entire thing is about magnetism. Okay. Objects with red and blue unipolar fields are a common sight throughout Krai. Unipolar fields of the same color repel each other, while those of different color attract. Cool. I'm guessing the one I just got was one that goes in my inventory? Yes. Thank you. I ended up getting 9 of those, which is fun. There's that. Okay. Whoa. Did it go in my inventory, or am I carrying it, or what the heck's going on? I feel like I'm carrying it, but okay. Whatever.
It's at times like these that you've got to stay extra vigilant.
Alright, first things first. Let's open up the map. Okay. In Krai, you will find certain objects carry red or blue unipolar charges. When characters get near certain special object or plant, they will enter power state in different forms. When an empowered state, character can direct their power towards red or blue, thereby destroying them or causing them to move. Alright, cool. Huh.
Oh, a little something to boost the mood.
Alright, we're not going over there. We're going over this way. As we... That sounds like a quest. Oh. Right, I'm not in Natland anymore. I have to have stamina. Oh boy. Okay, I am trying to get over there. You know, I made fun of Auroron and Seatlali for their jump, but it's actually super handy. I'm surprised. Unless you run out of energy, of course. Oh, that's the blacksmith, okay.
Accelerating.
Alright, there we go. The statue of the thing. The statue of Colombina. Statue of the new moon. Okay. Well, that opens up quite a chunk of the map. Let's see. Alright. So, we need to go that way. Okay. Have I done enough of how much of the quest do I have to do to get I know? What's that?
I know? Present!
I haven't gotten to the full thing yet, so can't add her to the party just yet. Fickle fucks. Okay, we'll go. Go back this way and go over here. I suppose we should take the road most traveled. I don't really need this particular party right this second. Let's go for... kept trying
Rev
to
the
get,
engines!
Mavuika to C1, but I never got her. What are these called again? Loon Oculus? Loon Oculus, okay.
Full throttle!
Okay, I clearly missed it. There it is. If anyone's watching this and wondering what I'm doing, I mark where stuff is so I can go back later and check it off the interactive map. That way I can know if I found anything.
Squall and Fury. The wind rises.
I'm making pretty good progress with these.
You want to use my hat as an umbrella? Huh.
Rev the engines! Oh, you're dripping wet. That must be uncomfortable. Let's take a break. I'll use my fire to dry you off.
I want to see that, honestly. I want to see Mavuika wrap somebody up in her hair or something. I think that'd be hilarious. Alright, what is this one? This is... ooh, I need to spend. Okay.
I know. Present.
Second. Need to do a little quick research. Okay, Ino needs Elysium. And since I know I'm getting her, I'll do Elysium. Just doing this right now. I need to spend at least... I need to spend 20. Trigger electro charge or lunar charge. Okay. This is a pretty late stream. I had trouble with my computer. It was being very annoying.
cleanups.
Strike a pose! Sha! Time to shine!
Go! You're free now! Not too far.
Annihilation mode. Yachan, Taechan, let's go!
Time to relax.
Oh, well, that was excessive. Didn't need to burst all that. As you can see, I have Reunion Blessing because I was away for a while. Okay. And then I'll have to do some... when I find a boss, I gotta do some... Let me see. Who the boss for Aino is. She needs the boss that drops... cute little snail robots or slug robots. No, it's a duck. It's a duck robot. And it is the Knuckle Ducker. Or Knuckle Duckle. Let's see. I think it's this one. Yeah. Alright. So that is where I should be going.
When the weather is dark and gloomy, our emotions often respond in kind.
Squall and Fury.
When I get Aino, I'll replace Zhongli with her because she has the,
You're so happy just to see the sun again. How childish.
What is with these... What is with, Wanderer? He's such a brat. And then if you've seen any of the, clips of Sandrone, as well, she's also kind of a brat, too. What is with the robot harbingers? They're all bratty. This is actually not a bad team, all things considered.
Solidify!
Shower me with praise!
Okay, so we have to activate it.
Gather! Behold! Upon the gale. Unsightly insects.
Let the world come alive! Yoo-hoo!
Stabilize! I will have order! The wind rises. Yeah!
Cool. That's interesting boss.
Let my name echo in song! Strike a pose!
Rise with the sun! Light of the blazing sun!
Upon the gale. Upon the gale. Know your place.
Solidify!
Shower me with praise! Yeah!
Burn it down!
Squall and fury.
Yeah!
See? Pretty good team, actually. Farina and Mawika can both provide the buff. Oh, Mawika. I always fuck that up. Provide buffs for the team, so that's always nice. I gotta do this a few times, so if you'll be patient with me. John Lee first.
Gather!
Get rid of it.
Time to shine! Yoo-hoo! Sha! Sha! Sha!
Order guide you!
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge!
The wind rises. Surge forth.
Yeah!
Okay. So that's 12. Yeah. 12.
Solidify!
Let the world come alive! Shower me with praise! Yeah! Yeah!
Light it up!
Surge forth.
Yeah!
Upon the gale. Surge forth.
Yeah!
Too slow.
Okay, a duck-shaped combat machine built from scrap metal and powered by Kuvaki. It is programmed with a variety of strategies. Once combat progresses to a certain point, it will enter duckstruction mode, becoming more aggressive, generating a ward for itself and summoning floating stamping devices to harass you. When this happens, you must first deal with the stamping devices, deal electro charge damage or lunar charged reaction, or destroy them directly to fry their circuits and cause them to attack. Cool. I'm gonna do this slightly different this time.
Time to shine! Strike a pose! Yeah!
I will have order!
Rise with the sun! Wrath from the skies!
Surge forth. Surge forth.
Who says Wander is a bad character? And yes, I know I'm using two of the most powerful supportive characters with him. It's a little bit unfair. Actually, three of the most powerful if you count Zhongli. Although Mawika is like half support, half main DPS, so it's kind of a toss-up there.
Stabilize!
Yoo-hoo!
Light it up!
Behold!
Solidify!
Strike a pose! Yeah!
Burn it down!
The wind rises.
Gather!
Rise with the sun!
Behold!
Solidify!
Burn it down!
Shower me with praise!
The wind rises.
Okay, that was interesting. That should be everything I need to do. Yeah. Alright, we're good. And that means we got that. Alright. Now we just gotta do the others. Ah, crap. Run back to Natlan, run back to Natlan, run back to Natlan. Should have done these earlier.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
I need to find time to send
The biggest one in history.
Alright, let's see what the moon thingy... Okay, we are a nascent. Gleam. All characters and parties will gain the moon sign nascent effect. Great! What is the moon sign nascent effect? Moon sign. Corresponding moon sign increase. Moon sign. Great. Thanks to certain modification harness powers of Kuvaki to deploy special attacking in a certain number of times with electrocharge while it's using Kuvaki to stop it in its tracks. Okay. Now we have to lead up Aprikniki. Force tasked with maintaining line of power, or line of battle, they with powerful modified weapons. Okay, that thing has machine gun arms. I don't want to hear crap about